and you will fall in love with August. Oh my god, the man, he is. Welcome back, Bibliophiles. And there's been a very much time span that I haven't created a video. So today I thought, as my particular background has changed to a bookshelf, a freaking bookshelf. So I will be listing you, if, as you have seen, if you will see, my first is majorly thriller and some mixed are there, and the second one is my romance section, and the third one is the fantasy. As I have been becoming a more like a fantasy girly, so I thought, if you are a person who wants a girlier, who wants to explore fantasy series and you're confused at quite which books you want to explore first, then these will be the best for a big loss. I read the first book in the series, that's a Percy Jackson. I actually loved and I devoured the book. And even though I absolutely have not seen the series, I was intent to see it, but I didn't see it. But you will enjoy the first book, and I think at a certain point in my life, I will be continuing with the second book. Of course, I will be continuing. It's that I have so many series that I'm in mid of, so I am like sometimes I continue, sometimes I don't. It depends on it, but I actually loved it, and it's actually a very good beginner friendly books. There is not so much high fantasy or high magic system involved. It's more like monsters, demons that the gods are fighting. The basically Percy is basically a half mortal and half god. So yeah, that's how he is intended to be, and there is much thing growing exploring he is going through. The second book that I will be recommending you is a full to series that I have completed, and I actually devoured it and absolutely loved it. If you wanted a fairy tale setup where the girl starts a happy ending, but when there is a immortal, that is a fate, and she demands something from him, and basically the bargain doesn't go the way it is because it involves fate. So this is basically Once Upon a Broken Heart series, and I absolutely loved the book of all the three days. So I will absolutely be, I think, recommending this series to my last one. That's how it goes. The third book that I'm going to recommend, if you are someone who has already read Once Upon a Broken Heart series and want to explore a similar book in that, then the latest book that I read was The Rose Bargain, and I absolutely loved and devoured it. It's set up in like a Bridgerton style, where the means England is being ruled by a fae queen, and this time a bargain has to be made so that she can find a girl, a wife for his prince who is a fae actually. So there is all bargain, and the girls are contesting to become his wife. That's how it's going. Yeah. Fourth book that I will be recommending, it's like a book, I don't know why it's so underrated. It's Immortal Consequences. If you, the fourth book is Immortal Consequences. I don't know why the hell it is so underrated. I think it's a book that I will recommend very much, so that people believe this book is so good. It has a unique magic system. It's basically revolved around afterlife, and there is two worlds between them. One is to go to the other side, and one is to live in that world, in the afterlife, which they are in the middle of hell and heaven they are living. That is a Blackwood Academy. They are basically training them. So there are many dark secrets in it, and it is a great plot twist, and towards the end you will be like, oh my god, and you will fall in love with August. Oh my god, the man, he is, I love it. So I think you will absolutely devour this book, and it's a multiple point of view. All the persons who are contesting has been given their own point of view at a point. The fifth book is Fourth Wing, and I absolutely love this book because was my first book, and this book is the reason why I love this much fantasy genre in my life, and I'm continuing to explore them. So this one holds a very plus mind, and even though I have read first and second part, I haven't read the third part because towards the second part it becomes, I know the third part it ends with a very hard plot twist, and I know the third book is very entirely devastating. Even though the Rebecca Yarros is writing the fourth book, third book, fourth book, fourth book, I will be reading it. It's that I actually don't have the courage to face the devastating truth that I will be going through. That's the thing. The sixth book that I will be, recommending you is basically, I have already said this. This is Divine Drivers. It's a zoology. If you don't want to go into so much series, then you can absolutely. It's a sweet, cute love story. It's also revolve around gods, and these two are over connected through a typewriter. It gives you classic 90 vibes and gods in it, and I actually absolutely devoured the first book, even though I was not slightly happy with the second one, but I love the first one, so I think you can give it a try. It depends. Oh, you may love the second one also. For me, it wasn't a good one for me, but I love the first one. But if you will be continuing, you will love it. The seventh book that I actually read this year only towards the starting of my Jan, it was absolutely mind blowing towards the end. I was like, what the hell is it, God? I was like, it's very far from any book that I've read in the fantasy. If you're unique fantasy system that you're going through, you want to explore. It has some sky. It has more a high fantasy level. I believe in it, and there are many terms that you will have to go through that will make you, yeah, okay, and it will give you a very good time when you will read it. It's a heavy book, to be honest. When I thought, I was like, okay, it's not that much, normal 500 pages, but when I was reading it, the 500 pages were very long for me because the font sizes are very small, for me, the book that I the font size is very small, so that made me very much to lag behind it. But you will love this book. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you will like, subscribe. Bye.